It's Group 7. Today we are going to introduce an application we made. We name it Green Navi. The name is a combination of green and navigate because they are the two main functions of our application, environmental protection and navigation. According to United Nations data, air pollution is the fourth leading cause of death. Transport is one of the causes of air pollution, so we hope to help solve the problem of air pollution through our application to achieve sustainability. There will be 8 methods applied in the user research in line with different points of the design cycle, covering 4 dimensions, including quantitative and qualitative, attitudinal, and behavioral, in order to fully understand our target users. Through 400 internet questionnaires and interviews with 2 mainstream users and 2 extreme users will help us further study green tourism research and follow-up application design. Next, I will talk about our user survey findings. First of all, we obtained the following data through questionnaire survey. Most of our participants are users aged 19 to 40. Most of them come from China, including first-tier cities and second-tier cities. These cities have a good public transport network, but 43% of our participants use public transport only once or twice a week. Motor vehicles and public transport are the daily choice of most people. People have different preferences for their travel rewards, which make it possible for us to adopt different reward methods to encourage people to use our application. In terms of the preferred green commuting mode, walking and bus subway are the 2 major modes. Although there are traffic jams, inconvenient parking, and other problems in the first-tier cities, we find that people who want to save time think that motor vehicles are more convenient. Since Citymap and Google Map cannot be used in China, most people still use local map software, which also gives our software the possibility to enter the target market. According to our survey, we find that most people are very interested in climbing a real tree. Alipay is widely used in China. There is an interesting game called Ant Forest in Alipay. People can get energy by taking public transportation with Alipay. When the energy is accumulated to a certain extent, it can be exchanged for a real tree planted by Alibaba in Xinjiang. At the same time, according to our survey, nearly 80% of people are very interested in using a navigation application that can provide them with green travel suggestions. Most of them are willing to share their travel data. For example, according to our data crawling, some people go home by bike after work at night, complain that the navigation software does not provide all the rules of street lights. If users can share their usage habits, it will help to provide more intelligent travel suggestion to users on the premise of fully respecting user data. We interviewed 2 mainstream users and 2 extreme users. The above 2 mainstream users show that their busy work is one of the reasons why they choose to use private transport. For example, Jiang Lang mentions that if he wants to walk to work or ride a bicycle to work, he has to get up early. Min Yan also chose private car in order to spend more time with her family. But their interviews also show that they are more environmentally conscious and eager to adopt a low-carbon lifestyle. 2 extreme users also provide us with ideas for product design. For example, Zheng Yin mentions that he will not use the application for new technology, and Yue mentions that the subway route in Shanghai is too complex, and we need an application that can provide clear routes. According to the research data, we produce 4 personas. The purpose of competitive analysis is to help us clarify the similarities and differences between our current competitors and then find our unique way to surpass them. We only choose the 2 most representative applications, Google Map and Citymapper. Similarities. First, the specific navigation interface of both applications is similar. Users can easily see the most suitable way to travel and have an overview of the route. Second, users can check on the real-time traffic data, timetable of trains, buses, or tubes. Differences. First, Google uses different colors to represent the congestion level, but you cannot find this function on Citymapper. The congestion level is apparent support to help you to choose the most suitable way of transportation at present. so it is quite critical. Second, Google Maps has offline maps, whereas Citymapper does not. In most parts of London Underground, there is no network signal, so offline maps are needed. Third, users can choose the route options on Google Maps.
In the first version of our high-fidelity prototype, there are 4 main interfaces, including Navigate, Discover, Message, and Me. In Navigate, users can find their locations, the map of their regions, and the weather and air quality of their areas. Using the search bar, users can find their frequently used destinations, recent search history, and some recommendations of eco-friendly activities and places. When users confirm their destinations, the information of the locations would be shown, and 2 options would be provided. Choosing directions, users would find different routes, the time they will take, the carbon and pollutant emissions of each route, and the virtual coins they will get accordingly, which could be used to exchange for rewards. Users can also start their favorite and frequently used routes and add them to the sidebar in Navigate interface. Choosing customization, users can customize their routes according to their own preferences and needs through communicating with the robot of our system.
Here comes the page of Discover. Users are allowed to find out where their every single tree is in the 3D world model. On the left side, users are ranked according to the number of trees they plant, and everyone can click the profile photo to visit others. When scroll down, users can find more specific information about the tree. Click on one of them. It leads users to water the tree and award it by different prizes, including coins, saplings, etc. Other information about tree plantings and activities is also provided downside.
Moving to Message, this is where users can find some knowledge, articles, and news about environmental protection in GreenNavi for you, and the notifications from our app and the messages from their friends.
On the Me page, it presents users' personal information and journey data. Click on the specific day, users can figure out every journey they made. Meanwhile, app settings and personal profile can be settled here.
First, learnability. It may not be that simple to get started, and there is a certain learning cost. Second, efficiency. The user may not be able to complete it. Third, memorability. Users may forget next time they use